Roman script ni Sanmungo Tangsalo Madhab bari Amchaio bo Assam-Agartala Lahar Kotor Kasulaikha TSF TSF ni adongrok aro manjaka TSF ni kasam GS John de Burma Sekango jora khajak tongmani haike Roman script ni Sanmungo tangsal fungni simi khajak rei jorani bagai hasani darbidal Amchaio Lahar Kotor Kasulaikha TISF TSF tei Tripura mothani adongrok abo haike no tangsalo Madhab bari Amchaio bo Assam-Agartala Lahar Kotor Kasulaikha TISF tei TSF ni adongrok aboni bagai fungni damdok jorani simi no Madhab bari Amchaio kuthum laimani Tripura motha TISF tei TSF ni adongrok Madhab bari Amchaio Lahar kasujakmani koktoma mankhena Amchaio thangi sogaikha jirania thanani police tei TSF jawan rok aro manjaka TSF ni kacham GS John de Burma asalo lama kasarono asugui Roman script ni bagai Khorang Tisalaikha darbidal rengnok ni rengsrengnai rok.
Once again, welcome to Chini Khorang. Right now we are here at Madhab. The strike that has been called by the TISF, TSF and other organization. Here also the strike is still going on. There are many students behind us. Students from different schools, they have come here sitting. They're sitting in giving demonstration. As we have seen in all over the states, the indefinite protest has been going on. So right now, I have the finance secretary of NESU and the vice president of TSF. We'll talk to him also about today's protest and what will be the response of the government after this protest, after this demonstration. Then tell us about the protest, how is this going on and what will be the response from the government?
Thank you, Chini Khorang. So far the protest has been peaceful, it is going on peacefully. And then so far we have not received any message from the government and we are not waiting for the message also. We have already met the Chief Minister earlier and we also met the Tripura Board President. So we have met several times with the Tripura Board President regarding the issues. So we were compelled to call for a strike since it is against the fundamental rights of the students of the indigenous people. It is against the basic human rights of the indigenous people. It is against the fundamental rights of the indigenous people. Nobody can impose on us what we wanted actually. The government cannot impose on what the indigenous people wanted. What we don't want, government cannot impose on that case. So that is why we are requesting the government to the chief. We have been talking to the president of Tripura Board, but so far we have seen any development from their side. We see there is no respect from the government, and we see it is a failure of the government to really safeguard the indigenous people. And we see there is a bad governance in the governments of Tripura. This is totally a failure of the government, and we call it as a bad governance. Since if it is to be a good governance, it should be participatory and it should be a consensus. So we have not seen any such positive things in the government. So we are fighting for our fundamental rights. We will continue to fight for our fundamental rights. We will never let anybody snatch our fundamental rights. That the government must listen to us. They must respect. You cannot discriminate us. You allow the Mizo to write in Roman script. You allow the Garu to use Roman script, and you have such a discrimination, particularly on Kotor language. So this is fully a discrimination on the basis of language and its people.
In the past few days, we have seen that many student organizations, they have submitted a memorandum to the president of the BSc. After that, the president himself has agreed to allow the students to write in Roman script in the Kotor subject. But on the next day itself, he have changed his decision and he told that unless the CBSE board does not send any approval, the CBSE board will not allow the students to write in Kotor by Roman script. So what could be the reason for that?
Actually, it was we, the TSF, who went first time and met the president. We met the secretary first of all, and then he asked us to meet to the president. We met the president, and by that time he has not given any word. But next we went again and again. And when we went the third time, the president assured us that he will be making a press conference and then give a notification regarding the use of Roman script for Kotor language in the board examination. So we came. And then suddenly we see a U-turn from the Tripura board president after few days. He has made a statement that the student will not be allowed to use Roman script in the board examination. Then we went and asked him. So now we already know that we asked him why. What is the reason? You are discriminating. We told him you are fully discriminating on the basis of language and it's the speaker, the Kotor speaker. So when we told him, he said, no, it is not in my authority. It is the authority is in the hands of the government. So we said they were blaming the CBSE, but CBSE has nothing to do with this because this is state subject. It is a matter of state. It's a subject matter of state. So they were blaming the CBSE and keeping on. They are playing politics. Actually this is a policy to pass the time to bring these controversies. It is the policies of the government to bring controversies in the state and stop from development. So we know since there are so many talks going on for the demand of the interest of the indigenous people. So in order to stop all these things, the government is playing such a dirty politics, petty politics. So this is totally, against the fundamental right. The government is trying their best to, stop the development of the people, the development of the indigenous people. That is very clear. This is the matter of state subject. It is not a matter of CBSE. Since Khorang language was first introduced in Tripura board, CBSE just recently only they have introduced. So it is even the CBSE has asked for a recommendation from the state government last year. The government have sent their proposal. If you see the memorandum the communication that they have communicated with the CBSE last year, what we have seen, the state government is playing politics here. They have no rights to impose us, but they were asking the CBSE, you may do. So these are all politics actually. They were, trying to blame one another, and if we went to the CBSE Tripura board, they were blaming the CBSE now. They were blaming the other departments. So for us, we see this as a discrimination, and it is against the attack on the fundamental rights of the indigenous people. So we will never let this happen. This is our fundamental right. This is our basic human rights. Nobody can impose such things upon the indigenous people. So we are very much clear the government should respect. If the state government wants peace in the state, the government should respect one community. We cannot build peace without respecting other. In order to build peace, we must respect one another. Then only peace will prevail. When you discriminate someone, when you don't respect someone, there can never be peace. So we are asking the Chief Minister, you must respect and build peace. We cannot build peace without respect.
On the other hand, the board examination is going to be conducted after a few more days. So, what if the government doesn't approve and allow the students to write in Roman script in the Khorang subject? What will be the consequences?
See, our movement will continue. Government cannot decide for our language. It is the people who will decide. It is the indigenous people who will decide. So government cannot do that. Even if the exam is going on, we will keep on blocking. Since this is threat to the indigenous people. So if my language is threatened, if my identity is threatened, we will never stop. Once your security identity is threatened, obviously we have to stand and fight against that. So we will keep on fighting until unless we achieve. We will keep on fighting. We will never back down. Our movement will continue. It will get bigger and bigger. It will continue to grow more bigger and bigger.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Aboni bagai asalo Assam-Agartala Lahar Kotor Cholimani nuklia khungsa malkhong kholobjak lama ganani joto falnok abo haikeno kholobjak nukha edisi Amchaio joto tangnok tei ringnok rok Madhab bari ni simi Nel Sonilogio mangpliti sanai omite molini kokthum Chini Khorang.